Hey there everybody, it's Mark Crilley. I'm back with another How to Draw video. This time doing a video people have been asking about for a long time, a video on female body proportions. I am not a great expert on proportions, so bear with me here, but I'll give you the best advice I can. What I've done here is I've made 7 lines, top to bottom. I've done it in blue pencil just to make them kind of stand out. Each one of them is 1 inch apart, okay? And the reason I've done this is because the manga female figure I find is really going to be around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 heads tall. And so what I'm going to do here is I'll begin by drawing kind of roughly a head shape. I'm not going to get into each individual line-by-line thing with this video. That would just be too much to cram into one video. So I'm mainly going to be focusing on the proportions. If you want more details on each individual part, I either already have videos for those things or I'll be making them in the future. So here we go. We got the head drawn so that it fills just 1 inch between those first 2 lines. Now we'll be talking in terms of the number of heads tall. I find that about 5 3/4, strangely enough, is where I keep coming in. So if I move down here past this line, I know that the foot is going to reach right down to here. Next thing to do is to start indicating the neck and the shoulders. The neck, the way that this body is posed, is coming just off to the left of the chin and sloping down. I'm trying to do kind of an interesting pose here. Instead of her just standing straight looking on like she's in some kind of a police lineup or something, I'm trying to give it a little more depth. Anyway, I'm going to have the arm begin just a little below line number 2 here. And the main thing I want to focus on here is where's the elbow and where does the hand come to an end? Well, the elbow in my system is going to be after line number 3 here, about 1/4 of the way. And then coming out again to make the forearm, the hand is going to attach just after the number 4 line. It begins, and I'm just going to draw a kind of hopefully graceful hand here that's hanging or just sort of dropping down below her waist. And if you know that you've gotten line number 5 here is the place where the fingers come to a stop, then you'll be sure not to make an arm that's too long or too short. I'm going to kind of loosely indicate the torso here, and let's think about where the waist is going to be. I'm finding it's between line 3 and 4. I'm just going to sort of make a light line there to point that out to you, but she's not wearing a belt or anything in this drawing. I'm just going to show you where the torso comes into the waist. And then a lot of people get sort of confused as to where the breasts are located. In my system, they're coming in just above line number 3 here. I'm just going to kind of loosely indicate this at this point. Of course, a lot of artists, generally male artists, tend to get carried away with this part of the female body. I'm trying to keep things fairly reasonable. Maybe I better just stop talking about this, because the more I say, the more I'll get myself into trouble. In any case, this arm is going to be behind the body, so we don't have to worry about it too much in this particular pose. And coming down here, she's going to be wearing a skirt eventually, but let's just pretend for a moment that she's wearing like a swimsuit or something, so that you can get a sense of where the legs would join the body. I'm finding it's right around line number 4, so that the top of the thighs would be reaching or attaching to the body, we imagine, right above line 4, the inside of the thighs reaching just below line number 4. Now, I'm going to draw one leg over here. Again, I'm not getting into a line-by-line thing about how to draw a leg here. It's more about where are the knees and where does the foot come in. I'm finding that the knee in this drawing is coming just below line number 5. So again and again, we find things coming just below certain lines. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to come right in at the line itself. And I'll just say one thing about drawing legs, that if you're drawing just a little bit turned away like this figure is, you may notice that the legs are kind of leaning forward a little bit. You'll notice this in real life if you observe the way people stand. It's not just straight down, like perfectly vertical. The leg tends to go back just a little bit as it reaches the ground. I'm going to just sort of loosely indicate where the foot is going to be. She's going to be wearing shoes eventually. And then this other leg here, because I'm trying to make this a little more 3D, and in a way I thought this could help make this video go beyond just beyond simply being body proportions to a video about a certain type of pose that you can use. This leg, by having it come a little out towards the viewer, it creates a kind of a nice stance, I find, an attractive pose that you can use for any character, any female character that you're designing. Like I said, if you have them just standing looking straight at you, it has this sort of, police lineup kind of dead-looking pose. So you might find this useful if you're designing characters to make use of this pose. But because this leg is coming out a little toward us, this knee is dropping, again, a little further down. All these different things kind of come a little further down to create this particular pose. Well, I'm going to start getting into more of the individual details here of the sort of clothing that she's wearing. And why don't I just do most of this in time-lapse so as to keep this video short, but then I can maybe come back and talk a little bit about what I've done. Okay, well, sorry I rushed through an awful lot there at the end of the video, and I'm sure some people will say, hey, this isn't even a how to draw video, you're just making us watch you draw. But, I wanted to focus mainly on the proportions. I hope the video was useful that way, and I do intend to do other videos about individual parts of the body, the legs, the feet, the hands, different stuff like that. So go ahead and leave your suggestions in the comments section. I do try to read every comment I get. And I just want to quickly say, this whole idea of drawing lines, do I do this every single time that I draw a body? No. This is just for those of you who are having trouble getting proportions right at least once. This system can kind of get you going, but don't feel that you have to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different lines every time you sit down to draw a character. Otherwise, maybe time for me to stop talking. I do want to thank everyone who has supported me by getting my Miki Falls manga series. I really greatly appreciate your support and love hearing from you, hearing from the different people who've read the book and told me what they thought about it. Thanks again for watching my videos, for subscribing, for supporting me. I am truly, truly grateful for all of your support, and I will be back with another video real soon.